In today's news, President returns to Male on Thursday after completing a 3-day visit to 11 islands in Atoll. Maldives sees 8.7% surge in tourism as the nation aims for 2.2 million arrivals this year. And the Vice President inaugurates the major F&B exhibition at Hulmale Central Park featuring over 40 businesses, competitions and demonstrations.
Welcome to News. I am Ismail, your host for today. On to today's news. President Dr. Mohamed Muiz returns to Male after completing a 3-day visit to 11 islands in Atoll. During the visit, he engaged with the Atoll Council, island councils, women's development committees, heads of island administrations and local residents to discuss development priorities and address their most pressing needs. The President reiterated his commitment to fulfilling campaign promises, emphasizing his dedication to delivering tangible results. As part of this pledge to enhance banking services nationwide, President Dr. Mohamed Muiz participated in ceremonies to hand over ATMs to island councils. Key highlights of the visit included the announcement of plans to launch the Ralph Fiennes Airport project next month, a move expected to significantly enhance connectivity in the region. The President also outlined his vision to transform Ongufaro into an urban center and announced the introduction of Raja Transport Link RTL ferry services to Ra and Bai tolls. Ministers and senior officials from various government departments accompanied the President during his visit. President Dr. Mohamed Muiz explained that the inclusion of his high-level delegation was aimed at expediting project implementation. The President's visit is part of a broader initiative to tour all atolls in the Maldives and engage directly with councils at the atoll, island and city levels. President Dr. Mohamed Muiz marked the International Day of Education with a message underscoring the transformative role of education in empowering individuals and the importance of integrating advanced technologies into the education system. The President's statement reflected this year's theme, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, and emphasized the potential of artificial intelligence, AI, in enhancing education while safeguarding human values. Highlighting the Maldives' vision for the future, President Dr. Muiz stated that the country is working to integrate high-end e-learning resources, AI and virtual reality into its educational system. As part of this vision, the educational system is incorporating digital technology into curriculums by digitizing textbooks and adopting a competency-based hybrid learning model. The President further emphasized the nation's efforts to enhance STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Education aiming to spark creativity and inspire young minds. President Dr. Mohamed Muiz expressed his gratitude to educators and others dedicated to development of children and youth through education. The President also took to his official X account to commemorate International Day of Education, reiterating the importance of creating an inclusive and accessible education system. The International Day of Education is observed annually on January 24 to recognize the role of education in peace and development worldwide. Maldives kicks off the year on a strong note, recording over 139,000 tourist arrivals by mid-January. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Tourism, 139,682 tourists have visited the country so far, reflecting 8.7% increase compared to the same period in 2024, which saw 128,551 arrivals. With a daily average of 6,652 tourists, the Maldives saw its highest single-day arrivals this year on January 12, 2025, when 8,174 visitors entered the country. Accommodation trends reveal that 69.3% of tourists chose to stay in resorts, followed by 25.8% in guest houses, 2.5% in hotels, and 2.4% in safari vessels. In terms of market share, Russian tourists are leading the arrivals with 16,488 visitors, followed closely by China with 15,891 tourists. Italy and the United Kingdom also remains key markets, contributing 14,763 and 12,511 arrivals respectively. Tourism in the Maldives continues to thrive, with the government successfully meeting its target of 2 million tourist arrivals in 2024. Building on this momentum, the government has set an ambitious target of welcoming 2.2 million tourists in 2025. Latest monthly statistics released by Maldives Customs Service show that the Maldives earned 301 million rupiah from imports and exports in December 2024. The report revealed that the country imported goods worth 5.8 billion rupiah, including fuel, while exports totaled 116 million rupiah during the same period. The UAE, Singapore, China, India, and Malaysia emerged as the top import partners, accounting for the largest volumes of foodstuffs, oil products, machinery, and electrical goods. Imports from the UAE alone amounted to 1.5 billion rupiah, representing 26% of the total imports, followed by Singapore at 925 million rupiah and China at 846 million rupiah. Fuel and food items were among the most imported goods, valued at 1.1 billion rupiah and 1.2 billion respectively. On the export front, the UK, Thailand, Vietnam, Germany, and Japan were the primary destinations for the Maldivian goods. The UK accounted for the largest share of exports, valued at 42 million rupiah, or 36% of the total. Other significant export destinations include Thailand, which received 22 million rupiah worth of goods, and Vietnam, with exports valued at 30 million rupiah. The primary export commodities included frozen skipjack tuna, which brought in 20 million rupiah, skipjack tuna prepared or preserved at 48 million rupiah, and frozen yellowfin tuna at 19 million rupiah. The Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Welfare announces opportunities for higher education abroad in various disciplines of agriculture. The initiative is being implemented by the government in collaboration with the World Bank under Transforming Fisheries Management in Southwest Indian Ocean Region and Maldives project. The scholarship program offers 4 opportunities for bachelor's degrees in agricultural science, animal science, botany and entomology, and natural resource management. Additionally, 1 scholarship is available for a master's degree in plant protection. Applicants for the master's degree scholarship must hold a bachelor's degree in a relevant field and have at least 2 years of practical experience in agriculture or a related area. For the bachelor's degree scholarships, applicants must have a minimum of 5 subjects at O level with a grade of C or above, or at least 3 A-level subjects with a grade of C or above. Applications for the scholarships should be submitted to the Management Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Welfare. The deadline for submission is 12 p.m. on February 20th, 2025. We'll be back after a short break. to MM's English News. On to more. The Controller General of Immigration, Mohammed Shamman Wahid, has visited Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at the invitation of Saudi Arabia's General Director of Passports. During the visit, Mohammed Shamman Wahid held productive discussions with Major General Dr. Salah Al-Mirba, the General Director of Passports, and other senior officials. The delegation received a warm welcome and was provided with valuable insights into Saudi Arabia's advanced immigration processes, including visa issuance, border management, and skill development programs. Key discussions focused on fostering collaboration in areas such as training opportunities for Maldivian immigration officers, information exchange, and intelligence sharing. Island Aviation's Deputy Managing Director Ali Salim has announced that the expansion of Maldivian flights using wide-body aircraft to international destinations is set to create significant employment opportunities for Maldivians. The introduction of wide-body aircraft has already enabled flights to destinations such as China, signaling the beginning of a new chapter in the company's history. This expansion not only enhances connectivity, but also positions the Maldives as a more prominent player in the global aviation market. Salim stated that the growth in operations will drive substantial progress in the country's aviation sector. He spoke of the variety of employment opportunities this expansion will bring, including roles for captains, cabin crew, cargo engineers, and other aviation professionals. In addition, the company is preparing for further growth with the second wide-body aircraft expected to enter service soon. Future routes are projected to include European destinations, aligning with Island Aviation's strategy to expand its international footprint. Director of Flight Operations, Captain Ahmad Hunain, shed light on another important aspect of the expansion, the opportunities it presents for Maldivian students studying piloting. These students will have greater chances to pursue careers within the country's aviation sector. However, Captain Hunain acknowledged that the Island Aviation's current operational capacity limits the number of new recruits. The Vice President of the Maldives, Al-Ustaz Hussein Mohammed Latif, officially inaugurates one of the country's largest food and beverage F&B exhibitions. Organized by High Rise Events, the F&B show is being held at Hulumale Central Park and will run until January 26, 2025. As part of the opening ceremony, the Vice President toured the exhibition, visiting the various stalls and engaging with exhibitors. He took the opportunity to learn about the wide range of food items and services on display, highlighting the importance of supporting local F&B businesses. This year's food and beverage show has drawn participation from more than 40 businesses, showcasing an impressive selection of culinary offerings and industry-related products. The event is designed to promote the services of F&B professionals while creating a platform for businesses to connect with potential customers and expand their market reach. Open to the public, the exhibition offers visitors a chance to explore a variety of products, experience live demonstrations, and enjoy special promotions from participating companies. From food and beverages to kitchen appliances, the range of items on display reflects the diversity of the Maldivian F&B industry. Adding to the excitement, the event features an array of engaging activities for attendees. These include interactive sessions with panelists, a pizza eating competition, a cake decoration contest, and a baking competition. Organizers have also planned entertainment activities to ensure a lively atmosphere throughout the event. High-rise events, the organizers have tailored the show to cater specifically to F&B businesses across the Maldives, including wholesalers, retailers, and manufacturers. The exhibition runs daily in 2 sessions, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., With its vibrant schedule and extensive participation, this year's Food and Beverage Show promises to be a major highlight for both industry professionals and visitors alike. State Minister Ahmad Shafeel has been appointed as the chairman of Island Aviation Service Limited, IASL, marking his return to the role he previously held during President Abdullah Yamin's administration from 2014 to 2018. Island Aviation announced Shafeel's appointment in a post today, welcoming him to the role. He succeeds Mohammad Mihad, who was appointed on January 9, 2024, and had also served as the company's managing director. It remains unclear whether Mihad resigned or was dismissed from the position. Shafeel, who currently serves as the Minister of State for Higher Education, Labour and Skills Development, brings significant government experience to the role. He previously served as Minister of Fisheries during President Mohammad Wahid's administration from 2012 to 2013 and as State Minister of Education under President Yamin's government. The Island Aviation Board comprises 5 other members. Island Aviation Services operates the national airline Maldivian, which serves both domestic and international routes. State audit uncovers extensive financial mismanagement in a police housing project initiated in June 2013, resulting in a 354.7 million rupiah loss to the government. Originally planned as a 300-unit housing project costing 580 million rupiah with a 24-month completion timeline, the scope later expanded to 341 units. The Audit Office ordered immediate action against Police Cooperative Society Polco management over corruption and incompetence. The quantity surveyor's assessment revealed Polco paid 96.32 million to Numadi Private Limited, despite completed work being valued at only 38.2 million rupiah. Of this, 37.8 million rupiah was claimed as compensation and expenses including land payments to the Housing Development Corporation HDC. The project's total expenditure exceeded 1.06 billion, with costs reaching 1.8 billion, reaching 1,851 MVR per square foot, significantly over the market rate of 1,300 to 1,500 rupiah. According to the Finance Ministry's Tender Evaluation Board, the project should have cost between 745.3 million and 859.9 million rupiah. The audit report highlighted suspected corruption in Polco's management, recommending immediate action against former board directors and executives. The Audit Office called for an Anti-Corruption Commission investigation and recommended recovering excess payment to contractors. The report revealed cost overruns between 240.1 to 354.7 million rupiah, prompting calls for stricter oversight of state construction projects and clearer guidelines on import duty exemptions for construction materials. And now we reflect on the most riveting news stories from the past week.
President Dr. Mohammad Moise commended the Prosecutor General's Office for revoking immunity agreements previously granted to individuals implicated in the MMPRC corruption scandal. The decision, announced on January 19, 2025, marked a significant shift in handling the Maldives' largest financial fraud case, as agreements with 4 suspects were terminated due to their lack of meaningful cooperation. Those affected include Ahmad Adib Abdul Ghaffur and other key figures who failed to assist in recovering embezzled state funds. Following this move, the Maldives Police Service and Anti-Corruption Commission have been instructed to accelerate investigations. The Maldives Customs Service reported MVR 1.9 million worth of imports under the Free Trade Agreement FTA with China since its implementation on January 1, 2025, marking a new era in bilateral trade.
comprising 9 air shipments valued at MVR 882,301 and 3 sea shipments worth MVR 1,040,875. The agreement has streamlined trade routes, with sea cargo taking approximately 21 days to reach the Maldives. Minister of Economic Development Mohammed Saeed noted that 91% of goods under the FTA are duty-free, with transactions conducted in Maldivian rupiah to alleviate the nation's dollar shortage. With trade worth up to $1 billion projected, the FTA builds on last year's 15.5% increase in Chinese exports to the Maldives. Building on international partnerships beyond trade, the Maldives and Estonia signed technology enhancement MOU. During President Dr. Mohammed Muis's state visit to Estonia, 3 significant memoranda of understanding MOUs were signed. One MOU focuses on strengthening the Maldives' technological infrastructure through digital development, benefiting from Estonia's renowned expertise as the digital pioneer. Another agreement highlights cooperation on climate change and environmental initiatives. The third MOU establishes a framework for political consultations between the foreign ministries, paving the way for a stronger diplomatic ties. As the nation strengthens its international ties, domestic reforms progress steadily. Operation Kurangi collected biometric data from over 25,000 foreign nationals working in the Maldives since its launch in May 2024, marking a significant step towards addressing undocumented expatriates. Homeland Security and Technology Minister Ali Ihsan revealed that the initiative forms part of a 3-year plan to permanently resolve the challenges posed by undocumented foreign workers. With 15,483 individuals registered since November, bringing the total to 25,483, the operation demonstrates steady progress towards its 2027 goal. Improving domestic infrastructure remains a priority for the current administration. President Dr. Mohammed Muis announced that Ra Atoll will be the next region to benefit from the expansion of Raja Transport Link RTL ferry services, with operations set to begin in June 2025, followed by Ba Atoll in July 2025. Currently, RTL services are operational in all islands across 9 atolls managed by the Maldives Transport and Contracting Company, MTCC. To support a nationwide expansion, MTCC has committed to acquiring 56 additional vessels worth MVR 508 million. President Dr. Mohammed Muis unveiled a comprehensive plan to revitalize the traditional boat building industry, addressing key challenges such as financing, training, and workspace ability. Speaking in Ra Inamadu, he announced collateral-free loans through a restructured banking system and plans to establish a dedicated training center to preserve and develop local craftsmanship. To boost investor confidence, the President pledged to empower island councils to offer 20-year land leases for boat building activities, replacing restrictive short-term leases. National Identity Card Printing and Passport Insurance Services officially launched in Ra Atoll. Inaugurated during President Dr. Mohammed Muis's visit to Ungufar, the services will allow residents to apply for passports via the Imuga portal and collect them locally. This initiative, first announced by President Dr. Muis in November last year, is part of a nationwide project to expand these services, which is expected to be fully implemented by the end of 2025. The next phase will introduce ID card printing in Hadal Makunudu and passport issuance in Thavemandu starting in February 2025. Since its launch on March 1, 2024, the air ambulance service has completed over 700 missions, delivering critical care to 804 patients across the Maldives. Operating 24/7, the service ensures life-saving medical transport even to the country's most remote regions, strengthening healthcare and accessibility nationwide. Staffed by a dedicated team of 15 health professionals, including doctors, nurses, and emergency medical technicians, it provides comprehensive emergency care. The Ministry of Climate Change, Environment and Energy mandated boat propeller guards for whale shark tour vessels to protect the species and their habitat. A registration system and dedicated oversight vessel will be introduced within 3 months to address unregulated tourism, particularly in the South Ari Marine Park, Sampa. New regulations building on last year's guidelines establish a 250-meter contact zone around whale sharks, limit boats to 3 per zone and impose speed restrictions to ensure safe observation. Marine Journal Maldives reported the discovery of a new fish species, Plectanthrial raki, or the Maldivian perchlet, found deep within the mesophotic zone of Rastu Atoll's Kuramati Outer Reef. This tiny 2 to 3 inch fish, known for its vibrant orange and white pattern and shy behavior, is believed to be endemic to the Maldives, with sightings across several atolls. Unearthed during a joint expedition by local and international researchers in collaboration with the Maldives Marine Research Institute, the species highlights the rich biodiversity of the Maldives' twilight zone. Local governance reforms continue to expand as President Dr. Mohammad Muiz approved the transfer of uninhabited islands to local councils under his policy of decentralizing island management. According to the announcement, Ra Inguradu Council applied for the nearby island of Neo, while Dal Atoll Council requested Minimas Gully and Femfushi Islands. Lam Mava Council sought to obtain Lam Boduma Burali. Minister of Cities, Local Government and Public Works and the Ministry of Finance and Planning will collaborate to facilitate the handover process. Maldivian launched its first wide-body aircraft service to China with the inaugural flight to Chengdu carrying 52 passengers, including 32 tourists. To mark the milestone, the airline held an onboard cake-cutting ceremony and introduced special return fares starting at $688 for Chengdu, $788 for Beijing, and $777 for Shanghai.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching and have a good day.